You know when your English sentences just feel a bit boring? Well, we're about to change that. We're going to unlock one special type of word that will add so much color and detail to everything you say. Let's get right into it.
So, here's our game plan for today. First, we'll figure out what an adjective even is. Then we'll see how they work their magic, where to put them in a sentence, and how to avoid some super common mistakes. And of course, we'll wrap up with a little practice so it all sticks. Okay, let's kick things off with section 1. The big question is, what in the world is an adjective?
Okay, so here it is, plain and simple. An adjective is a describing word. That's it. Think of it like a paintbrush for your words. Its whole job is to add detail to a noun. You know, a person, a place, an animal, or a thing.
Yeah, they literally help us paint a picture with our words. I mean, without adjectives, everything would sound so blah. But with them, suddenly we can add all these awesome details that really make a sentence come alive for whoever's listening.
Okay, so we get it. Their job is to describe. But what does that actually mean? Like, what kind of information can they give us? You'd be surprised what one little word can do. Let's take a look.
And wow, this is where it gets really cool. They're so versatile. Adjectives can tell you about color, size, shape, even a number. But what's really amazing is they can describe things you can't even see, like how kind someone is or how happy you feel.
All right, let's see a real example. If I just say, a book, okay, you've got an idea. But if I say, a red book, bam, a super clear picture just popped into your head, right? That little word red just answered the question, what kind of book is it?
Here's another one. Ali has a bag. What does that look like? Is it a tiny little bag? A medium one? Nope. The adjective big tells us exactly what we need to know. It's a big bag. See how much clearer that is?
And what about this one? Sarah is a kind girl. The word kind tells us something about her personality, right? It's not something you can see with your eyes, but it's such an important detail. This is a perfect example of how powerful adjectives are.
So just look at this transformation. On one side, you've got book, bag, girl. Kind of vague, right? But on the other side, a red book, a big bag, a kind girl. It's like going from black and white to full color just by adding one single word. That's the magic right there.
All right, so we know these words are awesome. They're powerful, but where do we put them? Where do they go in a sentence? There are basically two main spots you need to know.
So rule number 1, and this is the most common one, the adjective usually goes right before the thing it's describing, like a small cat or a blue car. Simple enough, right? The other main spot is after a verb, you know, words like is, am, or are. For example, the boy is tall.
Now, whenever you're learning something new, you're going to make a few mistakes. It's totally normal, so don't worry about it. In fact, let's look at a couple of super common slip-ups so you can watch out for them.
Okay, this first one is a classic. People often say something like, he is a boy tall. But remember that first rule we just talked about? The adjective comes before the noun. So we just flip it around to get, he is a tall boy. Easy fix.
This next one is all about using the right form of the word. Think of it like having a screwdriver and a hammer. You got to use the right tool. The word beauty is a noun. It's the idea. But to describe something, we need the adjective, which is beautiful. So we say, the house is very beautiful.
You're doing great. We've covered what adjectives are, what they do, where they go, and what to watch out for. So, you ready to put it all into practice? Let's do a quick check to see what you've learned.
All right, first question. It is a blank apple. Your choices are red or run. Which one is the describing word? Which one tells us about the apple? I bet you know this one.
Okay, next up. He is a blank boy. Is it kind or quickly? Think about it. Which one of those describes a quality of the boy? Which one's the adjective?
And for our last one, they have a blank car. Your options are blue or speak. Which word is giving us more detail about the car? You've totally got this.
All right, let's do a super quick recap. The big things to remember are adjectives describe nouns. They add all those important details like color and size. And they just make our sentences way more interesting. Oh, and those answers? They were red, kind, and blue. I'm sure you nailed it. Awesome job.
Okay, so we've gone through all the basics, but here's where the real fun begins. For the rest of your day, I've got a little challenge for you. Look around. How would you describe what you see? Use adjectives. Talk about the tall building, the delicious coffee, the sunny day. That's how you'll really start to own this. Go make your English colorful.